What's up, family? Welcome back to the Stop Sinking Show, where we go from struggle to flow. While a lot of different qualities are required in what turns out to be a life you are happy to call your own, we can call that success. We can call it satisfaction. We can just call it a life well lived. The one that sticks out to me above all of the qualities is staying power, stamina, or we can also call it grit, a term that Angela Duckworth made popular with her book, but is argued by JP to be non-existent in reality. Grit, as he simply puts it, is trait conscientiousness, one of the big 5 personality traits. Somebody that just goes after it, figures it out, is diligent. And while now all of us can develop and flex different parts of our personality, it's the ones who default to grit, to conscientiousness, to sticking with things, who are industrious in their pursuits. Those are the ones who have a higher chance of creating, living, and then looking back at a life they are proud to have called their own. Now, why is this idea of stamina or grit even necessary to have a meaningful life? Because most things in life are not easy laydowns. Most things in life you have to work for, suffer for. Most things in life you will be called to suffer through. And without persevering through it and maintaining a healthy level of passion that allows and enables for that perseverance, it would be very difficult to stick through the difficulty that is bound to come your way. Imagine you're setting out to build your dream home or a dream life. You will have a vision. You might even have detailed plans. You gather the materials, the resources, the skills, and then challenges hit. A storm delays your progress. Your supplies run short. Resources run dry. Mistakes and mishaps set back your timeline. Without staying power, without stamina, without sticking with your goal and seeing it through, without grit, you might just give up on that project altogether. You might be instead allured towards a new shiny object, a new shiny plot, where you might even fool yourself that you are free from the storms in, that if you just escape there, you will have less difficulty. You might leave behind your half-built structure to go and pursue another one, wasting even more time and taking even longer to now realize your dream. With grit, you hammer on, you weather the storms, you stick to your vision, and you persevere until you can inhabit even the semblance of your dream, even imperfect. That completion emboldens you, reminds you of your make, reminds you that you can now dream even bigger and stick through that, no matter the storms. Grit isn't about positive thinking. Just like courage is not the absence of fear, it's moving despite it. Grit is knowing the negative is possible and is on its way, but also knowing that you will stick through it no matter what. Grit allows you to say to yourself, this isn't about optimism anymore. It's about endurance. Standing in the middle of the storm and whispering, I am not done yet. You can also borrow Hormozi's definition of resilience to relate to this. It isn't about not being affected by the storm, not getting thrown off, and not experiencing lows. It's about how quickly can you return to baseline and then move forward. That ability to bounce back as soon as you can is the measure of your resilience. And it's a learned skill. None of us are born with the ability to endure hardship. We mostly live in our safe, little predictable bubbles. And anything that throws off that predictability is a threat to our safety. And how disturbed you allow yourself to be from the constant tug towards chaos in all things is what determines how far you will get to go. The only way to train this, then, that I see is voluntary exposure to difficulty. voluntarily playing in games that you know you are bound to fail in, at least half the time. And if you don't do this yourself, the universe is definitely coming at you with a bunch of unpredictability to force you to move. Your soul will constantly create situations and scenarios that force it to be exposed to the places that are holding back its true, free essence. But if you don't go into that voluntarily, if you don't prepare your mindset for it, then when it happens, it will not feel like the growth opportunity that it is. It will not bring any pleasure of knowing that with the pain. Your endowments will not carry you to the life that you love. Your talents will not. Your ambitions will not. It's easy to rely on those things when times are good, when you are not being tested, but they will come up short at the first sign of turbulence. Coolidge says, nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. You might strike short-term wins through force and might. But to see far and to go that distance, to make that future a reality, will require stamina of the soul, will require tenacity in spirit, will require vigor in your heart, will require endurance from every ounce of your being. You can stay here on this human plane if you want. You can let yourself be crushed by the incessant demands of effort, the constant need for more of you. But if you want to transcend this worldly existence, the bounds that restrain most common men, most that never get to look back at their life and say, proudly, put my name on that. I earned it. If you want to touch, to hold, to feel what most mortal men only dream of, start praying for the hard times that carve you with godly grit. I love you, family. Stay true always. I'll see you on the next show.